Yes, people. We are back live. We are back live on the Sarcasm City TV YouTube for another Sarcasm City Sports Q&A, where the audience run the show. So get your sporting questions in, people. Get your questions in. I'm sure the vast majority of the questions will be about Liverpool nil, Manchester United nil. That's why the title is Manchester United gets surprise draw versus Liverpool at Anfield. So like I said, get your questions in. If you are a member of the channel, your question takes priority like a super chat, people. So link for the membership is in the pinned comment. So that's one surefire way to make sure your question gets read out and answered. Another way to make sure your question gets read out and answered is indeed to super chat as well. So membership and super chats. Big up to everyone who's listening on the audio platforms as well. Spotify, iTunes, Apple Podcast, or SoundCloud as well. Big up to everyone in the chat. I see you lot getting your questions in. Make sure you run up the likes though. Whether you're watching this live right now, watching this back on the YouTube, hit the like button on the video. Share this across all of the socials as well. As that's me, Flawless, at Sarcasm City TV. Please retweet and like on the Twitter. Share from the Instagram as well, and subscribe to the channel. We are one short of 9,000 subscribers. What a huge milestone that is. So we are going to touch that this stream. We're at 8,999, which is absolutely immense because we wanted to get there before the year is out, and I was doubtful that we get there before the year was out. But to get there before Christmas, salute to you lot, man. I gotta give everybody a round of applause. But big up, Timo is in the building. Jez is also in the building as well. What you man telling me? You good?
Good.
Yep. What you saying?
But fuck Darwin.
I mean, it's just a bum ass Lakers, man. It's normal.
If I said it's just a bum ass Lakers.
What you mean, man?
just guy, yo.
You're a menace. I hate
this
you.
This guy's a menace, yo.
I hope we humble you next weekend.
Jez is such a menace.
Even then, we still ahead of the Lakers. If you humble us,
I know, but I want to humble you one time.
Jez is such a menace.
I wouldn't care if he's still ahead.
I'm making him with passion.
Let me run through some of the comments anyway. Because I'm blessed, man. I'm all good. Big up to Stephanie G. Says big up Flawless. 9K subs incoming, well deserved, buddy. Much appreciated. And to H, you asking big up Flawless is not sport related. It kind of is, but big up to you, H. But is there any way to play for your main club's team? Yeah, you just gotta do well in the B team. Once you do well in the B team, and you did that, H. Obviously, the level of competition wasn't your fault because we were in Division 5. But as we go up the divisions in the B side, then yeah, well, you played if you play like you did yesterday, you'll be fine, and you'll definitely get a run out in the OG team. The problem is that the squad is just packed. Like, the squad is packed, and think about it, that's with Murtaza not around, Monts ain't even playing yet, so yeah, I might even have to create 2 A teams. That's the thing. Big up to Stephanie G. Says big up Flawless. Oh yeah, I already got to that as well. Warrior J, salute, man. Says Flawless had come back tomorrow's stream for doing the most. Yeah, no worries, man. Big up to AJ. Big up to Daredevil as well. I see you in the chat. Says big up Flawless and everyone else. Love from the USA. A point away at Anfield. Liverpool's home was not all expected, but we fought and showed togetherness, which was great to see. We ran man of the match. I'll be giving my thoughts on that, but I'll fully hear you, Daredevil. Big up Barrio Malatelli as well. Says big up Flawless. Big result for you lot. Big up the man them. Says Malcolm. H says, would you take Solanke at United? No, I would not take Solanke at Manchester United. Jason says, Flawless, was you happy with United's performance yesterday? From a defensive standpoint, yes. I have zero complaints, and I'll start there and give my thoughts. I'm sure more people will ask questions. I'm sure Jez will have thoughts. I'm not sure if Timo watched the game, but in regards to it, from a defensive standpoint, we did everything I've been asking for all season long. And that's with injuries. That's with players not in good form. That is playing a team who's better than you. That is playing in a hostile environment. That's why I don't hear all this absolute bullshit about you need all your 11 players to be all players fit and available to be an organized, cohesive unit. I've used those words time and time again. Organized, cohesive, competent unit. And we was that today from a defensive standpoint against one of the best teams in the league. Some people have them winning the league. Some people have them second. Some people have them third. The point that I'm making is they are one of the best teams in the league, one of the toughest places to go, arguably the toughest. For me, it's between there and the Etihad, wherever, even though City's form's not the best. But they've been the informed team at home as well. And we went there and was defensively solid, was defensively resilient. And for the first time, the team did not go out there and embarrass us in a big game. Let's say we would have lost, for example. Let's say they would have scored in the 70th minute and then scored a late goal and we lose the game 2-0. Yes, I would have been disappointed, but I go, at least we actually was competitive. And that's all we need to be. Offensively, yeah, we were poor, but offensively we're cheeks. Everyone knows this. Like anyone with a brain, we're cheeks. So the offensive quality did not surprise me. Garnacho's limited, Hoyland's limited, Anthony's useless, and McTominay's McTominay. So that tells you all you need to know in regards to that. But yeah, very pleased. Onana did everything he was supposed to do. Varane showed why he was Varane, and all this stupidness about, oh, you can't play because we can't play out from the back. And he's top quality, easily our best centre back. And getting rid of a player of that quality would just be stupid. Even if he's only fit for 25, 30 games, you have him in the squad because he can still perform to a high level as he chose today. Johnny Evans, I think, gets a bad rap. I was calling him Big Game Johnny, but he hasn't had a bad game for us this season.
Big Game Johnny.
He's Big Game Johnny, man. Big Game Johnny. Like, that's legit. Like, Double A, shout out to him when we was on the Unfiltered podcast, said it was a professional performance. Johnny Evans epitomizes that because he's just a solid professional. You know what you're going to get. Where I was most concerned was the fullback areas. I thought Dalot and Shaw would be weaknesses and Liverpool would exploit those weaknesses. And guess what? Props to Dalot and props to Shaw. They defended very well. Salah and Diaz got no change on either side. So I have to prop them up. In regards to the midfield, Maino again put in an impressive performance. Was our best midfielder. Not only was he good defensively, he was also good on the ball. Amrabat was good from a defensive standpoint. On the ball, shaky. Like I already said, McTominay is just, only good from defending set pieces. Like, that's it.
I'm thoroughly disappointed with Liverpool, to be honest.
Talk about it.
One, when kind of like, when you watch it on TV, like turn on the volume, I didn't even hear any single supporters from Liverpool, like any chant, nothing. It was mainly all the away ends.
Yeah.
Anfield, that's why they call it Anfield for a reason. That's one. Two as well. A lot of chances that they had, though, I can't lie. Like, I fell a bit asleep in the first half, especially. Also in the second half, there's some parts of the game, but they had ample chances, and it's just one of those days that I think they had a day off. But also at the same time, they're gonna come into next week against Arsenal, knowing that it's a Christmas, like whoever tops the Christmas will go in at the lead. But that's not the case here this year. Like, I feel like whoever wins that game alone, there's no guarantee that either of them can win the league. Like Man City could become world champions at that time as well. So it's a long season to go, but let's not forget Aston Villa could be top of the league as well before Liverpool, not Arsenal, even kicked off.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. I hear what you're saying. Go on, Jess. Don't worry, you lot continue to get your questions in particular. Members continue to run up the likes. Big up my guy JG in the cut as well. Good to see King of the Hill TV in the building. Go on, Jess.
Before I actually say it, of my piece about Liverpool, I told everyone United is going to get every soul. I thought United was going to win. This is where I was wrong, but I told them United weren't going to lose though, because the same energy happened literally last year where United are going to go to Anfield and they're going to pop man and they're going to do this and that. This was literally just reverse roles today. And I'll be honest, the credit to United, I felt like they did a good job defensively. I mean, again, like Flores said, all this injury excuses, you can always set your team right. If you can sometimes you can see when just quality lacks. But just because you lack quality doesn't mean you can't be organized or you can't set your team at bare minimum right so that the team, and we talked about it all season long, how, in my opinion as well, felt when we watch United, you can clearly see how Ten Hag is setting this team up. Yes, the quality is lacking, but it's also setting up this team to a level where this team just can't perform. And realistically, if you know you ain't got the quality, like by this part of the season, you should realize, you know what, this team just can't do it. I have to find other ways where this team can do it, because I think that's a part of a manager job to go and adjust when you can realize the team just can't do it. And you can't just go the whole season when things don't work So I felt like today you saw a really good performance from United and certain players. I mean, the attack is the attack, and it was always going to stink, even if United were even trying to actually go for the win today. So it is what it is, to be honest. I mean, good job from United, my side of view. Liverpool, I'll be honest, let's just call it out for what it is, fam. Like, we don't need to do this whole thing, they had a day off. Nah, they stank up the place. The stank of the play. Let's be honest. Like, why is this whole thing? Why is this whole thing about we giving them the benefit of the doubt? The next, all of a sudden against Arsenal, they're going to turn up. Of course, they can turn up next week.
Mm-hmm.
But this week pretty much for us. But all I'm saying is they stank out the place today. They stank. Salah stank.
Mm-hmm.
Nunes was just completely ass. Diaz, I don't know what he did the full 90. Generally can't remember anything that he did all game. The trend. To be fair, the defense for Liverpool, they're not even barely challenged, so you can't even say anything about them. The midfield, though, nothing as well. Just call it for what it is. They play like dog shit. They play like dog shit, bro. We need to. I don't want this whole thing about it wasn't just a day or we took United for granted. No, just call it for what it is. Like I feel like sometimes because realistically, you're not today. Liverpool should have done the job, and it's not even me because I want to. It's not because currently Liverpool's the only team that's looking like they can compete with Arsenal for the league. It's not even that. I'm just calling it from an unbiased position, but I feel like Liverpool just sucked us today. And some of these quotes from some of these Liverpool players today, and Klopp as well. You can tell they were rattled.
We're gonna get to that. We're gonna get to. I don't know what Klopp said, but we're gonna get to Van Dijk's comments.
Like, bro, I'm gonna get the Klopp later. But these guys fought off. We're gonna have it easy today. We're gonna slap these man, and then they got surprised by Varane today and Johnny Evans. Let's call it for what it is, man. They stunk out the place, and that's all I have to say to be honest about Liverpool. Like they were dog shit. The fans were dog shit in terms of the stadium. I'll be honest. I turned that shit off at halftime. I'll be honest, because Bundesliga was on. Really two good games back to back came on, which was obviously Leverkusen versus Frankfurt, and obviously Bayern Munich versus Stuttgart. Really good games those was, but the football was a lot better than those two. For the neutral, the game was for the neutral. This game was really this United game was really.
I'll get into that because that's normally, for those that don't know, that's how Liverpool Manchester United normally goes at Anfield. It's not a good game for the neutral. Rarely is it a great game. 7-0, you could say, all right, cool, because it's full of goals. Other than that, the games are not normally entertaining and exciting. Whether Liverpool wins or Manchester United or it's a draw. JG, I agree with this. Yeah, man of the match for me was definitely Varane, and I will give my further thoughts on the game also shortly. Continue to get your questions in, members in particular. Your time. It doesn't have to be on the Liverpool Manchester United game. It may be something else. It's definitely says flawless. How are we going to fix our goal scoring problem going into the Christmas fixtures and remainder of the season? In regards to going into the Christmas fixtures, great. That's what we can do. Because to me, there's no solution. Because our attackers are just not good enough. Yeah, you can maybe switch the system up and try and get the system to help them create, but they're just not good creatively. They're just not good going forward. In regards to the remainder of the season, we have to go in the January window. Go get a replacement for Sancho and go and sign a striker. We need a winger and a striker, ideally. That's what I would say. Because we're lacking all over the pitch. Don't get it mistaken. But window, January, have to do something. Have to do something. To Eagle MMA, who says, is United back flawless in terms of top 4 race? No. Mainly because of the reasons I just mentioned answering Stephanie's question. We don't create enough and we don't score enough. And we don't have a Rashford in hot form. Now, if we had a Rashford or one of our players was in hot form in regards to goals and assists, I could hear it. But we don't have that. We don't have the defensive resilience, even though we had it today, well, yesterday, technically. And the managers didn't. So I don't see us finishing in the top 4. No, I'm taking that game in isolation, like how I looked at the Chelsea game. When I was asked those same questions, am Manchester United back? Is this a turning point? What did I say after the Chelsea game? Go and put in a performance and beat Bournemouth. Go put in a performance against Bayern Munich. Leave. Okay, now we put in a performance against Liverpool. Go and do that against West Ham. Consistency is what I'm looking for over a long period of time. The hatred says flawless. I had the game muted, but after their first 5 minutes, the atmosphere was shy. People were saying this. Which was all right. Fairs. Flawless. When did United hire Big Sam? Park the Bus FC. I love this is tongue in cheek justice. That's how we always play at Anfield. For those that don't know, so I know Justice is tongue in cheek here because he's seen. Yeah, Justice is older than me, so if he's been watching football longer than me, he'll know this. Just to clarify, because people have said, "Oh, Manchester United celebrating a draw." One, personally, I didn't celebrate a draw, but it was a good point. First and foremost. Secondly, it was a deserved point. And any point at Anfield is always a good point for Manchester United. Even when we was chasing league titles, if we went away to and they was terrible and mid-table and 7th and 10th and all them things there. Anytime we went away to Anfield in the 90s, the early 2000s, even the later 2000s, if we got a point there, it was a good result. Because we're their cup final and they always give us a game. Even the 99 side, even the 2008 side, etc. All of our best sides with our best players. And we played like that. We have never, in the history of the Premier League, gone to Liverpool, away at Anfield, and played extravagant football. We have always played like that. We have always sat in deep and hit people on the break.
I'm wrong about it, to be honest.
I'm just clarifying that for people. Go back and check with our best teams. So if you want to go all the way back to the 90s with Cole and York and Keane and Scholes and Beckham and Giggs, we played like we did today. Same with the 08 side. We played like we did today. Sitting deep, hit them on the break. However, of course, that team had more quality, so we had more punch going forward. So yeah, just as I know we're saying this tongue in cheek, but this is just to clarify for the people who don't think it's a good point. It's a good point.
It's a very good point. Like I think any team that goes to Anfield, any team that goes to Anfield in general. I mean, sometimes there's obviously a context where let's say you it's a kind of hard to deciding and like a point is not enough, then maybe you can look at those situations. But even then, it's difficult to go there and trying to get a result. Like, I mean, we all the time fumble the buck, whatever happens. Like Anfield is this year occurred. Like the bridge, we just is what it is. Anfield, we can still play well at Anfield and we still lose football matches somehow. Like we saw it last season. My head loss was just cruel.
It's always been a great point. So let's dispel this myth that is not a very good point. And also on top of that, it was a deserved point. We actually created a better chance. Højlund should have scored, to be honest. But we know our attack, and Liverpool were heavy favourites. People are forgetting that. They were the heavy favourites, and rightfully so, going into the game. Yeah, exactly. To Felix, who says, got to analyse the game in context. Liverpool, the better side with a better manager, happy with the draw. I'm happy with the draw, and I'm happy we deserve the draw. I'd be less happy if we scraped the draw. If they just missed a whole load of chances and Onana's making save after save and we're clearing shots off the line and there's penalty shots. No. I wouldn't go as far to say we was comfortable, but we was professional. We was very professional, which you've not seen. Yeah, I vaguely remember this. We were 3-0 up Stephanie G in 94, but got pegged back to 3-3. Is that when Ince scored the equalizer? Is that when Irwin scored? Did Irwin score twice? Did he score a penalty and a free kick? But we've only had one penalty. That may be, but there's a time 3-3. It might have been slightly later. Where Ince, we were 3-0 up.
I don't know, maybe. Man. I wasn't alive in the time.
Yeah, we know you weren't. I was talking to Stephanie G. Not you,
I know. I'm just saying. Yeah. I'm just.
To me, 3099, who says it was 34. Let me go. Relax. It was 34 shots to 6. Relax, G. So because they had more shots, means that what did they create? Liverpool created 0 clear-cut chances in that game. Created half chances. But did we deserve the point? Yes. Because we minimized their attack. It's not about, relax, G. We got the point. We got the point. What are we doing here?
I saw Arsenal against Arsenal teams. We were able to get points against Arsenal teams, but they were peppering us, and it's like
we had 20 plus shots against Bournemouth. I lost 3-0. Just because you had shots don't mean it is. We deserved the point, and that's what we got.
But thinking about it, I was thinking about it the whole time, the way your team's currently is constructed. For me, it's like I don't get why you're obviously I kind of do get it why, but I don't get why your manager is just not scrapping the whole idea of wanting to be a pressing team this season. Because you can clearly tell the players are not really responding to the way you want to play, and just I'm not even saying do what you did last season, but at least have a more solid base system where you players are not all because the players are clearly capable to do something. Like they shouldn't be performing to the level they do. Like I'm not sitting here saying these guys should be competing for the title, I'm not even saying these guys. To be fair, these guys should be competing for top 4. Considering, even though I think there's a lot more teams this time around competing for top 4, but at the bare minimum, it's like these guys look out there like mid-table. They look like Chelsea out there every time when I watch out Man United this year.
Mm-hmm.
But I know because the performances are there. Like these guys are not as bad. Like we don't rate a lot of them. I don't rate a lot of them.
They're not that bad. Yeah.
But they're not as that bad in my opinion.
That's it. Hey, big up A Solomon. Good to see so many members in the chat as well. Jesters out here running jokes. Good to see you, Jesters. Villa have a better chance of winning the Premier League than Liverpool. Liverpool are a myth. Hey, you know what? What's it called? Jesters continue trolling, man. I love it.
Hey, they need. All I'm saying is Villa needed a red card to win today.
Flawless. If Ten Hag sticks the way you play today, would Ten Hag change your mind? This is all I've been asking for all season long. I was at bargaining. Now it's too late. It's too late. I don't need a manager that's slow to that is that slow to reacting. Big up to Resurrect. Is it gaming? Resurrect Gaming. Big up to you for the super chat. Says can't wait to see you cook. Assam, hey large up man, much appreciated. In regards to that, I even go cook Assam. 1, he gonna cook himself, and 2, Troops and Lewis can't wait. I'm not even eager to cook him because he's not gonna lie on the players. He gonna blame the players and blame Klopp. So I'm not even gonna get onto him for that, like type of thing. Also, I got conversations with my own fan base. That's what it is. Who told me all season long we need everybody fit to be a competent unit. All of a sudden, you know what I'm saying, we take out the best chance creator in Europe, and all of a sudden the midfield looks more cohesive. With Amrabat and Maino, who actually just play their positions and play their roles and put an effort doing so. And you see the difference. Go on. Go for it.
Obviously the obvious one, Mr. Champions League himself. It's funny how that guy he tried to exile is the one he's bailing him out now. I was saying that it's crazy, bro.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's crazy, bro. It really is. But hey, before we continue, and you lot continue to get your questions in as well. There's over 50 people in here. We're only at 27 likes. Like check 1212. Let's get up to 50 likes, people, and we're still one short of 9K. So we're gonna touch that during the stream. Be the person to hit the subscribe button. Get us to the landmark, man. Get us to 9,000 subscribers as well.
Oh, yeah, you still draws today, though.
Yes, and the Champions League draw is today. Yes.
By the way,
of course, typical stat merchants, people can't, like, look at the context of the game. Of course, people can't look and go, Liverpool didn't create anything. Like, that's just the fact. They didn't create too much. That's what it is. Big up to Aston as well. Says, well, go on, make sure you have a good night's sleep before you stick it on Sam. The guy said 6 or 8 because we haven't scored 6 against him. Hey, man, like I say, man, he's gonna get cooked. He will get cooked. He won't even be me.
By the way,
yeah.
Champions
if you took Nunes out, Jota in, it's 3-0. That's why it's a relaxed thing. United had 0 chance from the start. Okay, but it didn't happen. We're talking about what happened. Jota is injured. We don't do word to James Redmond. We don't do if buts or maybes. Nunes played.
But how do you
know what I'm saying? It's not a relaxed thing. You know what I'm saying? United had 0 chance. Who gave United a chance from the start? Nobody said that. Again, people always trying to put words in my mouth. Who said United had a chance from the start? They got a deserved draw. That's what I said. The context of the game. Jota didn't play. Nunes played. So what are we doing?
Exactly. Like, what is this thing? Like, even what?
So if buts and maybes, man.
How do you know? How do you know?
Well, isms and sins, man.
Did you see like an alternate universe?
Yes. Just because they didn't beat a terrible Manchester United side, that's their fault.
I'm telling you, bro. Like these guys are the same guys. These guys are the same guys like the Arsenal. If you play the high line against Arsenal at the Emirates, you will see what happens to you. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah,
same guys.
That's it. Like that's legit. It. Or like Van Dijk complaining, only one team wanted to win the game, so we were supposed to come there and play open football and attack.
This is what Liverpool. This is what these Liverpool players and club always do. When the team doesn't bend over for them, they always start crying.
Yeah, like be on the better side, break us down. We've lost a terrible, we're an awful outfit. Beat us. You can't break down the Manchester United low block. You got bigger problems.
The only thing that was listening today was Johnny Evans Dagger today.
Shout out big game, Johnny. I'm saying, yeah, S. Madison, we did have the better clear-cut chance with The Hoyland. I'm not even saying we should have won the game. I ain't even saying all that. I just said all I said was a draw is a deserved point, which I think we deserve because of the way we defended. We defended very well. Hey, Liverpool's approach: prepare to fail, fail to prepare. Do you ever hear me? Spot on, 100%. I agree with this and Bruno. Who says Bruno not playing helped. Maino played alongside Amrabat, covered for use as captain McTominay. Yeah, those two I thought did a good job defensively. I thought they were both very good defensively in terms of not giving Liverpool too much space in central areas. I thought it was good. Like, I don't know their numbers in terms of like blocks and tackles and interceptions, and obviously there's no stat for positioning, but I thought they both did very, very well from that standpoint.
I mean, there's like a graph for average positioning though.
Yeah, but even though it's a graph for average position, I'm just talking about in an attack. So they could position, they could just like you can be positioned somewhere on the pitch and you don't get an interception, you don't get a block, but that forces the opposition to give the ball away. But you don't get a stat for it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like there's no metric for it. But I think that's extremely underrated. You know who I think does that very well? Christian Eriksen.
Yeah, because
I think Christian Eriksen, because his footballing IQ, for his lack of like athleticism and physicality, I watched him do it last season.
I mean,
his positioning on the pitch and where he stands, and like once the opposition has the ball, is very, very smart. He's very clever, but there's no metric for that.
The funny thing is, I thought you was gonna say Sergio Busquets.
Nah, because Busquets is well known. Like he'll get his plaudits for that. Eriksen won't. People will tell you Eriksen is defensively a liability, which I disagree with.
No.
I actually think he adds to defensive shape. Go on.
Yeah, exactly. I always say it's like because Bernardo Silva sometimes plays in the pivot as well. It's not like he doesn't play in the pivot, but what he does is that obviously he's more athletic than him, but he's not somebody that you want to be also shielding and shit. But what he does is just cutting off the
passing lanes.
Passing lanes is not something that where you need mad athleticism. You just need a brain.
Yeah,
there's a lot of players that have athleticism, but don't know how to do it properly.
Huh?
Or even like one thing I give Eriksen credit for, even other players, like for example, Maddison as well, I give credit for is especially this season is the thing of baiting players into making a pass without even being in. Making these guys believe like there's space, but then boom, all of a sudden I can make a play and get the ball now.
Yes, and there's no again, that's no metric for that. That's why I give Eriksen credit. Like he helped us from a defensive standpoint last season because of that, because of his cutting off passing lanes. But you don't get, like I said, you don't get a stat for that, so people don't look at that with it. Like I do it nowhere near to the level. I don't have athleticism, so guess what? I have to make sure my positioning is spot on.
Yeah,
because I know that I'm not going to get around the pitch. But we move, like I say, deserved point, man. Deserved point. Fully deserved.
By the way,
United.
I want to say, Alaba, he did his ACL today.
Mm-hmm. Bro, is that the third player that got ACL
though? Yeah, so Courtois, Militao, and Alaba now have all ACLs for Madrid. So it's not looking good for them.
Who's the creator in the Liverpool squad? If it's only Trent, then what's the plan B? Now we ain't gonna overdo it like with that. You got Trent, you got Salah, you got McAllister, you got Diaz. It's just that McAllister was injured today, so he's unavailable. Diaz was poor today. Salah was poor today. We locked up their creators.
I told you,
we locked up their creators.
Today.
We just locked up their creators. Trent was their best goal threat, but 4 players I just mentioned, one of them was decent. The other 2 got locked up and one was injured. It happens. That's all. It happens. There's probably a player I'm forgetting. I'm sure someone in the chat will pop up and mention a name, but I look at those 4 as their creators. Would you say Szoboszlai? I wouldn't say Szoboszlai. That's just me.
I mean, he's a part of the attacking kind of threat for them when they do go forward.
They struggle a bit below. Seen it at Luton too, but they created a lot of chances against Luton. It was just bad finishing. They should have beat Luton. Oh,
yeah, bro, they were missing clear cut.
Yeah, they missed clear chances. Yeah, clear cut chance. That's why I'm giving credit to us defensively. Diaz failed against a 38-year-old Johnny Evans. I don't think Johnny Evans is 38, but shout out to big game Johnny.
Smoke,
man.
I needed this comment moment.
Big time, big game Johnny. Hey, big up Amalsis, big up Flawless and the man them. Yeah, why is it not okay to say we nullified them? Why is that so wild? But hey, if I was a Liverpool fan or a Liverpool player, would I be salty? No, because it's not my character. But if you are, hold that, man. I love the Liverpool tears. Hold that. Worst Manchester United side in years. And we out on a clean sheet.
After the talk as well,
but he's saying,
clean sheet. how did I go from the best goalkeeper in the Champions League to the worst keeper of all time?
Yeah, all this,
and then he backed his shit up.
I noticed there's no Liverpool Avies in the chat. Interesting that.
Where are those Liverpool fans, by the way?
No Liverpool Avies hiding, man. Hiding. Kind of like Salah and Diaz today, but we won't talk about that.
Talking about that Diaz squad, and this is where I need to go some of our own fans as well, like, bro. And like I said, I only watched 45 minutes today because I told you the game wasn't really that exciting for me. But I have to even go some of our fans. I remember a couple of weeks ago, our fans were saying, we should have gotten the Diaz deal done because Kulusevski's not doing the job. Look now what's happening. And I keep saying this about Kulusevski. Even when Kulusevski doesn't score for us, or doesn't get the assist, you can see his overall impact for the team. What the hell does Diaz do other than dribble? If he doesn't score, what the hell does he do actually on the pitch? Because I don't see him influencing football matches. I'm seeing Kulusevski pressing the hell whatever is from the right or through the middle. I see Kulusevski being the guy that can make the pass before we get into a chance. He can be the guy to create chances. He always puts pressure. He always puts a lot of pressure into the opposition team. It's not the same as Madison's way to do it, but it's the same way in terms of the impact what he brings to the team. The only reason why it doesn't get as much praise by Kulusevski because the numbers are not showing it. That's the only reason. But when I watch Diaz, I'm like, generally speaking, if you don't get an assist or goal, what the hell does Diaz do on the pitch?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
And Nunes today, that was Darwin Nunes today. Liverpool needed Darwin Vissi today, but that was Darwin Nunes.
Hey, like I say, props to United defensively, individually, and as a team because we nullified them, man. I'm saying, we nullified them. To Nathan, who says if Manchester United set up like that against Villa or any other mid-table team, fans will want his head. I don't give Ten Hag any credit for this. I've seen Mourinho set up like this for years. So how was he supposed to set up, Nathan? That's my question to you. Was he supposed? And this is someone. I'm not a fan of Ten Hag. I'm not a fan of these players. But what approach was he supposed to go with? Was he supposed to go there and play open football? Like, when have we ever done this? Name me a Manchester United manager, Nathan, in your lifetime that's gone to Anfield and played open football.
If you would have done that, what's it called? Ironically, Arsenal did it last season and Liverpool were able to make a comeback.
Ironically, we did it last season and look what happened. We went there and tried to play 4-2-3.
Oh yeah, that's true. This one saying that you don't go to Anfield and try to play much them up.
Yeah. What we talking about? So Nathan, please answer my question. When have we ever gone to Anfield and played open football? What manager's ever done that in the Premier League era? Apart from Van Gaal. That's it. Van Gaal's the only one. Wow, we won 2-0. 1-2-0. I think he won one. He lost one though. He lost another one. Apart from Van Gaal, he's the only one, and that's why he's also out of the job because just saying. What was he supposed to do today? That's the approach. I do agree with you though to an extent about you shouldn't play that way against everybody, but away at Liverpool, yeah. Why do people get mad at you getting results? It's a results business. People are talking this rubbish on pro clubs. Talking about, why'd you not play free at the back? Because I'm here to get results. I'm not here to entertain. Guess what? It fucking works.
It's this thing that people want to get entertained. Like, I talk about all the time how I just support free terrorists, but it doesn't mean sometimes I don't like me some terrorism against any team where we get the result.
We went and played against a better side than us in form, especially at home, scoring a lot of goals just in general, even though their attack hasn't been firing, and got a point, and again got a deserved point. We nullified their attack. Yeah, Ten Hag did the correct thing. What else was he supposed to do? Like in this predicament.
If he would have matched them up the same way he was trying to do all season long with the pressing and shit, imagine McTominay. That guy. Even when United was trying to defend this guy's stinks. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, shout out to Jan as well in the chat every single time.
Hey, Jan.
Shout out Jan, man.
Look at this guy, yo. Look at him. what I'm saying? Look at him. Look at this guy, yo, blushing and cheesing up over there. I could see his back teeth. You know what I'm saying? This fucking crap. Love to Yano every time. I hope you're blessed, man.
The Matthew Johnson teeth,
Love
man. The 180.
But yeah, Nathan, you know this though. Yeah, I agree the setup, but I know fans are gonna get carried away with the results. But you know this, Nathan, because we watched some of our fan base get carried away with the Chelsea result. Less than, what was that, 10 days ago? You know this, Nathan. I know this. That's why I'm not sat here talking about, oh, we're back and we're gonna do this, that, and the third. I look at that game in isolation. Plus, I can't stand them. They're number one up anyway. So always getting a result there always is a good thing. Obviously, we ain't won there in a minute, but that's the game I always look to. Well, used to. When we was good in the Fergie, that's the game I would look to. That's what I'd say. Away at Anfield is always the first one on the fixture list. When we away at Penta, we got Anfield, cool. And when we won there, happy fucking days. Happy days.
Happy fucking days.
I've been seeing that. You hear the Manc accent come out. You were like, oh, you don't sound Manc all the time. Did you hear that?
This is United.
See that, people. When I start cursing, you hear the accent come out even more so. Like, that's what it is. That's how much I just can't stand them as a football club. I'm telling you. Let's see what else you lot are saying as well in the chat. Continue to get your questions in. Members, get your questions in. If you're a member of the channel, I will star it. I will get to it. Resurrect Gaming, again, big up for that super chat. Also, yes, I did predict a draw, but that's tongue-in-cheek. Like I said, I'm never going to predict my team to lose publicly. That's like, I keep using this because I know the vast majority of people watching are male, but that's like telling your woman, Jez, don't even fucking start. This is like telling your woman that there's someone else out, another girl or another woman that's prettier than her. Like, you don't do that. Your woman looks you dead in the face and says, it's such and such prettier than me. You say no. I know I would say no. I know Jez a crook because he'd say do better, but we ain't getting into all of that conversation from yesterday.
All I'm saying is watch yesterday's pods.
Just watch the United Chelsea Spurs show. Yes, watch that, people.
Yeah, watch that show, and then you'll see my opinion on that. I don't want to do a case.
Yeah, that's the equivalent of it. I'm never gonna tell a woman I'm in a relationship with that there is another woman prettier than her. Are you crazy? It could be my celebrity crush, whatever the case may be. Never. What are we doing? Never. Let's see. Timo left by himself, yeah. Hey, big up Zayn. Big up. Boop, boop, boop. Who says, what happens if Ten Hag loses to West Ham? Why did you buy Højlund? He can't score. Even Nketiah is better. Arsenal playing the best football in Europe. Rice, Ballon d'Or. Hey, Zayn, first and foremost, big up for the super chat. What happens if Ten Hag loses to West Ham? He loses to West Ham. Why did you buy Højlund? He can't score. Yeah. Whatever, man. Nketiah better. When's the last time Nketiah scored in the Premier League away from home, mate? Answer that. Arsenal playing the best football in Europe. But Zayn, are you going to win the league? I said Rice, Ballon d'Or. Sure. Yeah, of course, Madison. I'm not getting carried away. I know these players are limited, yet Liverpool couldn't win at home. That's my thoughts on it. How couldn't you beat that Manchester United side? How couldn't you? How could you not? It's now a Liverpool versus Everton vibe is what you're saying, G. Yes. Not to the extent of us being Everton, but yes, they are a better side than us. Is this not known beforehand? Like,
they're just triggered. They're trying to find all these things in them.
Yeah. Like, we know this. Yeah. 1 second. Like, what we talking about? Like, did I say somewhere on the stream that United are a good side and we're gonna do well and we're better than Liverpool?
No.
Did I say that? I didn't say like what are we talking about? Like, of course. Like, what are we doing out here? Like,
I found the clubs. I found the look who's back on camera. Anyways, I found the club. I found the club code that he said. He said, so Fabrice said, Jurgen Klopp. I can't remember such a dominant performance against United.
What dominant performance? He's obviously waffling then.
Oh, so he's saying dominant performance in regards to possession and territory. But what did you create? Same way we had possession and dominated the ball and had plenty of shots against Bournemouth. What did you do with the football? That's what people fail to realize. You can have 70% of the ball, have 35 shots in a game, and not create anything. What are we talking about? Yes, that's it to Javahiri. Dominant, but what about chance creation? And you're the better side. And just to Klopp and what Van Dijk said, and by the way, Keane's response was hilarious. How about, I say this all the time, how about critiquing your own team about, only one team went there to win the game and did it there and all this? How about our front players didn't do what they were supposed to? Nunes, Salah, Nunes, Salah, Diaz didn't do what he was supposed to. Szoboszlai didn't do what he was supposed to. What are we talking about here? Who played in midfield alongside Szoboszlai? Gravenberch, right? Gravenberch. No, I'm not looking at Endo because he did DM, but I'm looking at your front five. Yeah. I'm looking at Trent, who was their closest, who looked their brightest spark and closest. I'm looking at them. Possession alone means F all. Like, you know what?
Also,
they can take the ball with him.
Klopp also said there was one team who should have won the game. That was us. Delusion, man.
Cool. You know what? Should have, could have, didn't. Hold that. Should have, could have, didn't. You can believe that. Same way I can sit here and say we should have won the game. Guess what? We didn't. It was a draw. We can believe what we want. The facts of the matter is the scoreline in the top left-hand corner was Liverpool 0, Manchester United 0. So they got a point and we got a point. They should have beat us.
What is your kind of like initial reaction when United fans kind of celebrate after full time? Because I've seen some Liverpool fans acting a bit salty about it.
Yeah, salty because they should have beat us, and I get that because roles in reverse. What Keane with what Keane said to Van Dijk when he was like about Van Dijk when he was responding and said, "There's been many a times where United have been in the positions of power and Liverpool have been struggling, and they've celebrated the point, and we've been disappointed." Let me repeat this: if we drew or lost to Liverpool at home, I would be disappointed. Anfield's a whole different thing, but at home, when we're the better side, we should beat them. And at times, like when Danny Murphy scored, Danny Murphy, just for those that don't know, had this run. They beat us. It was either 2 years in a row or 3 years in a row at Old Trafford. They won 1-0, and Danny Murphy scored. It might have been 2 in the Premier League and 1 in the FA Cup. I was livid. Hate losing to these men. Fucking livid. And we was a quality side, and they were bang average. That's just what it is. But you know what I do? I hold my players accountable. I'm not looking at what the opposition did. So we're supposed to play high up and make it easy for you. No, break us down. Let me just clarify. Who goes to Anfield and plays open, expansive football? Maybe Bayern, Manchester City. Arsenal might do it.
Real Madrid.
At Real Madrid. Who else?
Even Real Madrid,
even though they packed them 5, it's not like they was sat on the halfway line and their fullbacks was bombing on.
They counted them.
They just showed their quality in parts. Big up to Andy, says Flawless. What positives can you take from the game? Our defensive structure. That's what I can take from the game. How defensively solid we was. How we for the first time all season long, we competed people. We was competitive. We put in effort. We closed down players. We covered ground. We won fouls when we were supposed to win fouls. We competed for set pieces. All this basic stuff. Hear what I'm talking? Basics. Bear in mind, I've not mentioned no technical attributes. I've not said we put together patterns of play and played out from the back and created so many clear-cut chances and overloads on each wing and had Van Dijk and Kanate and Endo under pressure and our press was so good. No, we did the basics. Even if we would have lost today, I'd still be here talking about this. The thoughts on us playing out from the back, just foolishness. Absolute foolishness. But my positives I take from the game is that defensively, this team can still do that. Like, we can still be defensively solid and rigid and organized when set up in the correct manner. And that was without our quote-unquote better centre-backs. Because don't get mistaken, a full team, our whole spine is different. Varane don't play. Johnny Evans don't play. Amrabat don't play, Maino don't play, McTominay don't play. So literally our entire spine, pretty much. Take Onana and Højlund are the only 2 players from the spine that actually play.
Tyler is a criminal. I'm sorry. What? Oh man. Your floors.
Is he froze?
Yeah, he froze.
Go on, Jez. What do you want to say, Jez?
No, I was saying, Tenak's actually a criminal because thinking about it, Flores is right. If everybody was healthy, he probably wouldn't be playing Varane today. He we probably would have played Maguire today and what's it called? Some of these guys as well, like Manu doesn't play today. Amrabat maybe doesn't play today because then what you had a maybe Mount in there today. So it's like, yeah, if you think about it, all these guys that you can look at and say these are the better players, then I probably maybe would have dropped them because for whatever reason the guy doesn't believe these guys are good enough.
Yes, I gotta welcome someone that, it's a bit last couple of days, even yesterday alone, after 2-0. Damn, that injury time goal kind of hit her badly, but yeah, welcome back. Hello, Jan.
Hi, you're right.
Hi, hello.
Hello,
Right.
not too bad.
How are you guys?
Yeah, we good, man. We're just talking about Liverpool sticking out the place.
I can't lie, Jess. That second half, I was falling asleep badly, Jess.
I'll be honest, people. I turned the game off. I turned off the game because I felt like nothing was gonna happen. Maybe United gonna get that goal from a set piece or something, but yeah, just wasn't interested. Other football was going on as well, so I enjoyed my time. But it's nice to see Liverpool fans triggered because it doesn't happen a lot, and when it does happen, you can see that vim, you can see that anger. They can't believe that the team just did what they did against United. But Jan, what do you thought about the game?
I think if you've watched football recently, I don't think anyone is particularly playing at their best. You could say Arsenal are the best of the bunch at the moment, but really, even Arsenal aren't as good as they can be. Yeah. I think, like City, I'll cuss City in a minute, but our performances aren't terrible. Like, if you look at the performance and the points we're getting, I wouldn't say we're playing as poorly as the points we're getting, basically. But the problem is we can't defend.
We can't keep a clean sheet these days.
We can't defend, and we can't score. Like, okay, we're scoring goals, but the Tottenham game, the Liverpool game, and the Crystal Palace game, all of them games should have been at least 4-0 at half-time. And that's me being generous. Every single one of them games should have been 4-0. And it wasn't. It was 1. I think all of them were 1-0. So then what's happened is the second half was
Tottenham was 1-1, I think, because we scored early on.
Oh, yeah, you scored. So like 1-1. But them games, City should have been... That game should have been won before half-time, put it that way. And then what's happened is the second half, we've not played as well. And we've ended up drawing them games. So I think with City, like, I wouldn't say I'm worried about City because I think we're playing okay. I think we'll sort it out. Do you know what I mean? When John Stones is back in fully, because Rodri at the moment, unfortunately, because like Gundogan's gone, last season in them sort of games, Pep would have brought on Gundogan or he would have started Gundogan and it would have given Rodri a little bit more, less to do basically. And I think them games might have ended in a draw or even a win. The draws would have ended in wins if Gundogan was there. So I think we're missing a Gundogan type. So hopefully we go and buy one in January. But yeah, we'll have to see.
You don't have that kind of player like that.
We don't. We don't have somebody who can help Rodri out. Rodri's doing all the defensive midfield because he's playing alongside Alvarez. Alvarez is an attacking player. He's a striker.
Yeah, he's not a midfielder. Yeah.
And then you've got Bernardo Silva. Bernardo Silva's very attack-minded. Don't get me wrong. He can come back and do, stick in and get stuck in, and like help out. But he's not. He's an attacking player. His mind is to go forward. So we need someone that's like a Gundogan. Gundogan, don't get me wrong, when he wants to, he can go and score. He'll shoot from outside the box. We also don't have any of them players anymore. So we need, I can see what we need, and I'm sure Pep will sort it out. De Bruyne coming back will be amazing because we're missing him a lot. Our biggest chance creator, I think, is Rodri, and he's also trying to do everything in the midfield. It's too much. So I think when De Bruyne's back, I think we'll be fine. I think City will be fine anyway. We normally are terrible at this time of the year, and then we wake up in sort of the end of this month, the start of Jan. But yeah, I don't think anyone, when I'm watching games, I'm not thinking, wow, Liverpool look unreal. I'm watching it thinking Liverpool got 3 points, but it could have very easily been 0 points or 1 point. That's what I'm kind of getting. And then the same from Tottenham. They're up and down. Sometimes they play well, sometimes they don't. United aren't good. They're good one week, they're not good the next.
Sure, let me know when we're good. The weeks were good. I missed that, Jan. I don't know what you're talking about.
What I would
I'm
say,
sure followers will take that right now.
Regardless of whether you thought you were good or not today, getting a point at Anfield.
We was good today. All jokes aside,
especially with
we was good today.
Where you are,
but like, it's the prior weeks I'm talking about. Like
yeah,
today,
that's the thing. You'll be good for one game, and then the next three you're terrible. That's like United are up and down. Arsenal, I haven't seen too much of Arsenal, but I don't think Arsenal are at their best. I think they're the best of the bunch. I think there's, out of everyone, Arsenal are doing the best. Then you've got people like Newcastle and Villa. Villa are on great form. Newcastle, they were a bit up and down, but they're doing all right. Yeah. Brighton, I don't know what's happened to Brighton, because Brighton normally are...
Hey, Deserby hype, man.
I don't know what's going on.
Hipster, man.
I think they're just where they're supposed to be, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like I feel like a lot of part was the fact that you gotta remember they lost their pivot, and we're talking about how Gundogan was such a miss. It's such a miss now for City. You can look at the same way how Caicedo and McAllister it's a big miss.
Yeah. Like when I say that, people, I'm just like, for the people who are hyping up.
I know. You're tipping, bro.
Just to clarify, like, I actually think De Zerbi's doing a very good job there, and I think Brighton are where they're supposed to be. It's just the way that people were speaking about it. I was like,
He's Jesus Christ himself.
And then they won one game in 2 months, and everybody shut up. I was like, okay, all right, bet.
Yeah, but that's kind of how Brighton are, because Brighton every season they're good. And then the thing is, a lot of these teams, they beat the big side. So people that only watch big games, they'll see a team like that beat a Man United or draw against Liverpool. And then they're like, oh, this team are amazing. But they're not winning every week, otherwise they win the league. Do you know what I mean? So it's when they're playing the teams they should be beating, that's when they're struggling. And it happens a lot. Like City this season, at the moment, to be fair, they look terrible because... that game, honestly, that Palace game, I still cannot believe how we drew that. It was impossible. That game. It was impossible. You know what? It's so funny because that game, we went 1-0 up. Like, the way I am at the moment, I need City to score 3 goals to know we've won that game because it's just one of them.
Don't do that, Jan. You're just like that.
But
you forget I know you just like that in general.
But at home, though, normally if we get 2, we're good. Like, it's not, unless we're playing one of the big 6, normally we're okay if we've got 2 goals. And normally what we do, like, we would, if we were playing Palace, the way we were playing, if anyone watched that game, City were very dominant in that game. The ball was in our half, well, their half, for the whole game, basically. And they had 1 shot on target in the whole game, and they scored that goal, and then they had
was it penalty. 1 shot and then the penalty? Yeah.
Penalty is not a shot on target; it's different. Yeah. So they only had 1 shot, you know. And to be fair, when we went 2-1, it was a bit like this game could go left, but City still were in control of the game at this point. So to me, I felt like even the opportunity where they got a penalty, I don't think they were probably going to score from that. Do you know what I mean? Because it wasn't like it was a 1-on-1 with Edison. And, you know, I think from what I've heard about it, because obviously I was in the stadium, you can't see it that well.
Yeah.
Foden went for the ball and then didn't see the guy, and it was
it's one of them. He's going to clear it. And then
so it's not, I can't blame them for giving it away, but at the same time, it's like, if we didn't give away that penalty, I think that does finish 2-1. Oh. But it's City weird at the moment because after we concede, it always looks like we're more likely to lose than we are to win, which is unlike us. Normally, it's like we know we're going to at least draw if it's like 2-2. But it just feels like at the moment, the Liverpool game, the Palace game, it felt like after it went 2-2, it felt, or 1-1 in Liverpool's case, it just felt like we could even lose it. So, yeah, I don't know. I think Pep not making subs is not ideal. I know, like, he's not got a big squad anymore. Like, he did have a big squad. Now he doesn't really, especially with the injuries we've got. But, yeah, I think just like my dad said, he should have brought Stones on at 2-0. Like, you're 2-0 up. You've not got that long left. Bring on John Stones. Because if he brings on
John
Stones,
pattern it, man.
That probably doesn't even go 2-1, you know?
Yeah.
So
you lot go pattern it. That's why when people keep go on, Jez, go on.
But can I ask them? But then at the same time, didn't you felt like you can trust your defense and the players on the pitch at that time that they could just get the job done?
I think City at the moment don't keep clean sheets. So I knew it would go.
Okay, that's actually another thing that I can go into it, and I actually wanted to ask.
What I'm going to say is put your clean sheets at Anfield on the table. We'll go on, carry on. Carry on.
Yeah, exactly. Like, we haven't played yet. So I count as a clean sheet.
That's you know what? You spit.
You know what?
This guy.
Wait there.
Next month. We got clean sheet last year. Respect us.
Let me take a pause for the cause for a couple of things. First and foremost, big up Jacob, United Spurs of America for the raid. Secondly, as well, we have hit the milestone. So salute to all of you lot. We've just hit 9K subscribers on the channel. So big up to all of you lot. Big up all the supporters, all the people who contribute to the channel, not called Ryan. Love to everyone. Big up, man. You lot are real ones as well. So make sure you run up the likes. We will do a 9K subscriber party at some point. I don't know when. I'll figure that out tonight. I'll look at the schedule. I'll do a 9K subscriber party. So it'll be like this, a Q&A. I'll be waved on it. So yeah, it'll be good. It'll be good fun. Very similar to the 8K one we did. We got to celebrate the successes. So big up. AJ, I see you in the chat. AJB, I see you. Big up. Jeremiah, good to see you in the chat. Also, Stephanie G. Yeah, I'm saying big up Thomas B, H, everyone. That's Eli. I did start. I seen you, Daniel, saying 9K party soon. Congratulations. Yes, 9K party. So make sure you pull up with your beverage when you're watching a 9K party. It don't have to be liquor. Just make sure you got a cup with drink in it, whether that's H2O, can be apple juice, orange juice, whatever the case may be, people. I will be waved, though. You know what I'm saying? A big up to Casually for the raid as well. Big up to my guy, Eli, who says, I started. Eli, I did see you say congratulations before, so I appreciate it. You're a real one, man. I thought I started, but I didn't. But love. Big up to everyone saying love, man.
I do have a question as well.
Timo, you can ask the question first, innit?
Go on.
I was going to say, it's kind of ironic that Jan mentioned John Stones when City got like 6 centre backs and one of them play as a left back, and then you got Tune play in the middle in the pivot. Like, do you guys really give up on Calvin Phillips already?
To be honest,
I don't want to criticize him. Just say it. Pep don't rate him.
No. Pep doesn't rate him, clearly. To be fair, though,
do you rate him? Forget all Pep. Do you rate him?
To be fair, I do feel a bit sorry for him.
Yeah, we didn't. Don't hit me with I like it. Don't hit me with the I like you as a friend. Jan trying to hit us with the I like him as a friend. He's a nice guy.
If you want to be rude, that's fine. Don't play the soft card.
Stop. Do you rate him?
I don't think he's good enough for Man City. And what makes it even worse is that Rodri is, for me, the best DM. So because the gap between him and Rodri is so big, I think at another club, if he was at another club and the DM was decent and then he was not as good, it doesn't look as bad. But I think
like at Liverpool, Rodri, like with Endo, I get you.
Like, let's think of it this way. Rodri got a red card, right?
Yeah.
Rodri got a red card. When he got a red card, that was Calvin Phillips' time to come in. And don't get me wrong, I know he doesn't have a run of games, and it's hard when you don't have a run of games and you're just like thrown in. I get that. But at the same time, that was his time to show, you can rely on me. And we lost all 3 games. So it's kind of like, even if Pep was going to trust him, that was the test, and he kind of failed it because he wasn't even good in them games. It's not like he was good and it was other reasons why we lost. Like, don't get me wrong, you can blame the attack, you can blame the defense, because I don't think our defense this season have been very good. I can't lie. Like, I don't know, Ruben Diaz is in terrible form at the moment. I don't know I think because Alvarez was so overplayed last season with the World Cup and everything else.
Hold up. Hey, big up my guy, Tom. I just want to say, was there any interesting games today? Can't remember any. I swear down. I love Tom, man. Tom, you're my don, Tom. I fucks with you heavily, man. You're my guy. I'll carry on, yeah. I just wanted to say that. No. And big up to everyone congratulating on the 9K. I'm going to get back to it, but love to everyone who's contributed, including Prime as well. Yes, Prime. Hope you're blessed and everything. Go on, Jan. Carry on.
Hi, everyone. Hi, Jan.
Hi, you're right. Yeah, I don't know. Like, I just think the defense are not, because like you can argue that the attack aren't in full swing. Like Haaland, some of the chances he's been missing recently, it's unlike him. Alvarez isn't in great form. Like some of the passes, some of the shots he's having, normally that would go in, but it's like he's struggling a bit. Yeah, the defense, I don't know what's going on. Like Kyle Walker, he was getting beat all the time against Palace. Like he was struggling. He was not winning none of them races. He looked more of a threat going forward than he did defensively. Like it was bad. I think Ederson, sometimes for me, he needs to do better, because if they're having one shot on target, why is it one now? Like make sense at the right time.
Look at their goal though. But then again, I look at that goal though. Like I can't really blame Ederson though.
Huh?
When I look at that goal that Palace scored, for example, I look at that goal and said, I can't really blame Ederson because Diaz got done completely there. Like I don't know.
Oh yeah. I'm not blaming him on his own. What I'm saying is the defense
as a collective,
are not doing their individual jobs. Like I think Ruben, I don't know what's going on with Ruben Diaz. I know he does play better when he's next to like a Stones or a Laporte. Like we could have done with Laporte at the moment, to be honest.
Oh, he was
because he used to step up when we needed him in times where we weren't at our best. Aki seems to do well, but then he makes a mistake a game and it leads to a goal. So it's kind of like, I don't know, the whole defense are a mess. The attack are not, they can't hit a barn door. Yes, we're scoring goals, but for every one goal we score, we should have scored 4. It's not like a case of, you're taking...
Must be nice creating chances, man. Must be nice.
But
go on, carry
honestly,
on.
the shots on target in that Palace game was 8-1 to Man City. So you're having 8 shots on target and you're scoring 2. And Palace are having 1 shot on target and scoring 1. And then they're getting a penalty and it's then 2-2. Like, I'm not saying you have to put in all 8. No one does. But at least put in 3. If you put in 3, that game's won. Do you know what I mean? And some of them chances, they're not difficult. So it's not like I'm asking you to score a ridiculous goal from 40 yards out. Just the simple goals where we keep hitting the crossbar. It's going just wide of the post. They're missing like from 5 yards. I don't get it. They're not at their best. And I think I'm not too worried from a long-term point of things because I don't think anyone looks particularly good. But teams like Liverpool, they're picking up points. They're not great, but they're picking up points.
What are you 5 points behind them?
It's probably.
I think it's 5 points. I think they're 5 points behind like Villa and Arsenal.
How many points you off the top of the table?
5.
Is it 5? Yeah, 5 points. So it's not the end of the world.
Yeah, anything less than 10 is not nothing to worry about yet because we have to play these teams. But I mean, I think Arsenal play Liverpool soon.
Yeah, next week.
Yeah.
So
yes.
If that
there will be a watch along for that on the Twitch as well, people.
It's not too bad. We're at the Club World Cup now, so hopefully we go and win that. But I don't know. Like, we're not too far away that it's amazing actually because I feel like we're not picking up any points, but we actually are still not that far off. So.
Yep.
Yeah,
not a million miles away. And big up to Jason who says, "Yeah, this is hilarious, flawless. I hope you took Sam's advice and triple captain Mo Salah. Thanks for letting me know this because I'm gonna bring this up, Jason. You're a real one. Cause I actually forgot that he said this. So thanks, because for those that are asking about the Back Again podcast, we didn't record it tonight, but we are gonna be recording it tomorrow. It's looking like it's gonna be a live stream, but don't quote me on that. And if it's not live, it's not on me. It's on Troops. If don't go like he is head honcho, he runs the show. I'm saying we can only offer up suggestions, but we're looking at going live. I think like 6-7 p.m. around that. So we was in the group chat talking about it. So yeah, if I get any notifications, I will update you lot expeditiously. And Matoro, don't worry about it. He says just finished my exam today, my G. It went well, like you said. See, man, you're a clever individual. Appreciate you, flawless. Wish I could contribute to the channel, but man's on that student budget. Now you contribute to the channel. You know why? You hit the like button, you subscribe, you be watching, you're in the comments on a regular basis. Don't worry about super chatting. Just help that way. How you can help for free is just share it across your socials, hit the like, subscribe. Because we're now, which is crazy to say this, road to 10K on the channel. Because we've gone over 9K. So again, big up to you, look. I'm not gonna lie, I was very doubtful we was gonna get 9K before the year was out. And we touched it before Christmas. So big up to you, look. And you will get that 9K party. I just don't know when. But yeah, man, love to you, look. And once we hit 10K, We'll probably end up doing a link up in person. Lewis said that, so that's what we're gonna do. There'll be a link up in person. Like, I don't know what we're gonna do or where, but we're gonna pattern so has to be. I'm not. Why are you laughing? Why is that so funny? That's so funny.
She knows the counters. She knows the counters on this channel.
Why is that so funny? Talk to us.
That's
Were you laughing? No, let us know. Share the joke, woman. You know what I'm saying? Share the joke. Huh?
Actually talking about.
We see you. No. We ain't letting her get away with this. Share the joke.
Yeah. Look at this. Yeah, gotta show you.
Go on. Let's see this.
Look at this.
That actually looks nice.
How thick is this?
That looks crisp.
Oh,
that looks crisp. But yeah, we ain't letting you get off it. Why was you laughing and grinning up bare teeth?
I'll show you the back as well.
Nah, it looks nice. Plus with the blue, because blue my favorite color. It looks fire still. What does it say on the back?
It says seasonal member limited edition.
Okay. All right, cool. So speaking of members, shout out to all the members and big up everyone tapped in. Why was you laughing when we said we all gonna link up?
You know
what's so funny?
I don't know. I don't know. I was laughing, didn't it?
She's why you read you?
I know what she's probably thinking. She knows the counters on this channel. It's the characters on this channel that you see on a weekly basis that like Timo would say, let's go to the script club. Like, fuck no, man.
Yeah. Forget going to the strip club. Waste the bread. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, you guilty.
Why
you
is
guilty
it a waste
fuck,
of
man.
bread going to the strip club?
Because you go.
People gotta make a living, you know.
No. I get it for the girls. I'm not saying it for like the women who do it. Fully respect. You know what I'm saying? Like, I have no issue with that whatsoever. I'm saying from a guy's perspective why you would go. I don't get it. And spend money.
Get to. But hey, talking about real quick,
spend money, be horny and leave horny. It makes no sense.
You know what I'm saying?
That's effectively what you're doing. Am I lying?
Well,
I'm saying, but some people are some horny individuals every day.
Yeah, we do. Yeah,
Jess. Yeah.
Jess.
Thank you.
What? I'm not like
fucking just guy. But that's what it is. That's no disrespect. Some people enjoy it, but I just don't get it. You go spend hella money and get.
To be fair, it depends. Like some of these players probably have good food, like James Harden says, man, with the what's it called?
Yeah, but that's
apparently they do like really nice wings at the strip club.
That's what they say,
man.
But I'm not going to. Apparently they do, but I'm just skeptical about eating from a strip club. But that's just me. Apparently they got like nice chefs and all them things there, but hey, we move.
But can I ask real quick though? I need to ask though, because yesterday on the pod, yesterday on the pod when we did the show, there came like a quick part where we talked about I'm talking about the woman here, and Flores was bringing up the thing about how and this is the question to Jan. So we were talking about woman here, and you are like in the relationship, and I was saying, what's wrong about no relationship? Everybody says you should be always honest to each other. So I was saying
that's a lie. See, right there, that is a lie that is dispelled by people. Because here's what it is, Jan. Because we were talking about this is before the Liverpool United game. So I'm saying I'm never predicting Manchester United to lose on camera, ever. I'm not saying that publicly. I'm like, that's like telling your woman that there's someone who's better. Your woman asking you, is there a woman that's better looking than her? Yeah, and I'm like, you never say that. And Jez is talking about honesty is the best policy. I'm like, that's a terrible idea.
Yes,
and it's a terrible idea.
See, what's wrong saying to another woman that you're with, do better? That's what I said.
Yeah, but that's rude. You can't say do better.
Yeah, but again, I'm just an honest person though.
Do better is rude.
Do better. Whether it's someone like you lot know or it's a celebrity, lie, man. Even if you think it, you know what I'm saying? You don't tell your other half there's a better looking woman than her. What is wrong with you lot? You don't do that.
What if the woman is Margaret Robbie?
What if what? Who? If what?
You know the Barbie.
Yeah, I know who Margot. Yeah, Margot Robbie is. But yes.
So I can't lie, bro.
I can. You know what I'm saying? Like, yes, you still lie. Yes, you lie.
As a Christian, I'm taught not to lie. So it's like,
yeah, as a Christian, you're taught not to have sex before marriage. Yeah.
I'm a faithful black man. You know what I'm saying? Come on, man.
You're so full of shit. Yo.
Jazz, you see the thing?
Here comes TMZ. Go on, Prime.
Here
comes Prime.
Flawless is trash. Of course he's gonna lie.
Shit.
So you would prime, yeah? So if your other half tells you, oh, is such and such better looking than me, would you say yeah?
Who's the person she's bringing up in question?
Let's say it's a famous person. Let's say it's like a famous person.
Like who?
Pick a famous person. Pick Margot Robbie. She was like, oh, is Margot Robbie better looking than me? Let's say, argument's sake, you think she is better looking than your woman. Would you say yes to that question?
Is Harry Kane a better striker than Nico Jackson? Let's not ask you.
Yeah, that's a whole different conversation. So
Let's
that's not. So you would
questions.
say,
don't ask you the questions.
Say yes.
We know, of course. Yeah, of course.
Would you say? You would say yeah. You man are crazy. All right. What if it was someone you knew? What if it's like someone you lot knew, like her brethren or something, her best friend?
I don't have female friends. So.
No. Her best friend. Her best friend.
Oh, here we go.
Her best friend.
Her best
Say
friend.
it's her best friend. Yeah, your woman's best friend.
Hey,
what would you say? Now man got snarf. I want to ask and see how far these men are willing to go.
Know it. If her best friend
this is where I'm lying.
She's gonna know that already. So
she doesn't have friends either.
Yo, answer the question, nigga. You can't do it.
He doesn't have friends.
No. We're talking in a hypothetical standpoint, not anyone you're with now. We're saying this is just hypothetically. So you're in a relationship with a woman. She has a best friend, which could happen. And then she asks you, is her best friend better looking than her? Are you saying yeah, or are you telling her yeah?
Listen, you gotta be honest. Yeah, you gotta be honest.
So you tell you better crazy, yo.
I wouldn't go as far as that. I wouldn't go as far as that with the best friend, because like you know how best friends are like. See, this is where I have to put my faith down and just lie in it. But if you tell them,
what did you?
Wait,
I didn't hear what you said.
This guy is.
Why are you laughing?
Yeah.
I did not hear what Jeff said.
He just said that's where I'd have to put my faith down and lie in it. Hey, time to shine, crazy.
No,
crazy.
You are lunatic.
Wait, so we shouldn't.
You are lunatic.
Hold on.
Yes,
So
you are lunatic.
women want honest men. We're honest, and
they don't. No, they want you to be. No. They want you to be honest at certain moments. You just ask Yan. Yan's on stream. She said that's wild. She don't want to hear that. Even if she thinks it's true.
Yan said that to me. No, she
to be
said
honest,
that to
I
me.
don't care. But
She said that to me.
You still don't want to hear it.
Thank you.
Yeah, but
Whoever
hold on,
is
Flawless. Why would you ask a question you don't want the answer to?
Fam, how do I put this? Have you never been involved with? Have you never been involved with a woman? They do this shit all the time.
I have, but then I will say exactly why you asked the question you don't want the answer to.
Yo, this. All right, cool.
See, this is the thing, because I agree.
My response is, if you,
I want to hear Timo's.
If you think,
no comment.
No, hold on. My thing is,
smart man.
You think she's better. If you
I
think
prefer not to speak. If I speak,
what is my answer going to change anything?
No, again, but the point I'm making is you just said there, and again, we're not generalizing all, but I'm just saying some, like, you know what I'm saying, general consensus. You said there, they want you to be honest. Yeah, when it suits them. You know what I'm saying? They don't want to be told that.
Would you want your woman to be like saying that your best friend is better looking than you?
Yeah, but here's the thing. Here's the thing, Jan. Here's the thing, Yannicka. I'm not stupid enough to ask that question. I know.
Yeah, no, not you. I'm talking to Jez, because Jez is saying do better. What if she says, "Oh, well, your best friend's thing is bigger than
Gypsy,
do better"?
I want to hear this. I want to hear this. Yeah, go on.
Yeah, I'll answer for Jez. He's not stupid enough to ask the question.
And just to clarify for everyone watching, we will get back to the sporting questions. Don't worry, but this is
we're gonna go there
conversation.
I need to know, because the funny thing is I have 3 sisters and I tell them the truth. Sometimes
no. Sister is different because that's family tree. There's nothing romantic there. You know what I'm saying? Like there's nothing there. It's like, don't ask me no foolishness. That's like your mum asking you something, or a female cousin, or different. But your other half, your girlfriend. And she asks you and says, is such and such, insert name here, who has her best friend better looking than me, or her sister? And you say, yeah, that is fucking wild. Even if you think it, you don't say that shit.
Okay. No. Best friend, nah. This like I said, this is where I put my face down.
Jay, you was here. Are you talking about the do better comment? Yeah,
we're talking about the do better comment, bro. That's what we're talking about.
Here's the thing, it's about tactics. Obviously, you don't say do better, but it's how you word it. It's tactics, man.
You just don't say any. You don't say do better. You tell her she's beautiful and keep it moving.
I'm just. See, the thing is,
do better. That's how you word it.
Yeah, but the thing is, what I would say about that is, even if, like Flawless is saying, even if you did think her friend is better looking, what you're doing is you're putting, if you turn around and say, yeah, your friend's better looking, the next time you're with her and her friend and you're talking to the friend, it's then going to look like something else.
Brian, one sec. But that's why I said, when it's about her friends, I say, you know what? I put my faith down. And I say, you know what? I lied.
I put my faith down.
But if it's somebody like Margaret Robbie, I'm sorry, I'm not gonna lie.
So you wouldn't lie. So you draw the line at people.
I don't think
like
she'd
in your
be that
life.
bothered though. If a guy said to me, "Oh,
like celebrity's
better looking," I don't.
No,
but
you
don't know that celebrity.
Let's go with the actual.
Rihanna, my best friend, is much better looking than you. That's a bit different because then he knows Rihanna and he has access to Rihanna. So that's a different thing. I think when it's a celebrity, no one really cares. I tell my boyfriend all the time, like, if Rodri comes along, you gotta go. You know, it's one of them things.
No, but you see that.
I'm only joking, but you know.
That's
No, to be fair, I did say Rodri could join our relationship. I didn't say he had
just to clarify, Jan, you on some crazy shit. Just to clarify, people, Jan out here wilding. All right, Jan, you know what I'm saying? Let it be known. You're on some wildish. But yes, as we were saying, we know you. As we were saying yesterday, people, Jez and Surfer, this is all geared up for on the Twitch when they do their relationship show. You know what I'm saying? And that relationship advice. Don't listen to us or whatever they call it.
Fuck your relationship advice.
Jez and Surfer, man. Jez and Surfer.
Oh my gosh.
Flawless, what other things do you lie about? Flawless, what other things do you lie about?
In regards to that, I lie for peace. You know what I'm saying?
Peace.
Yes. I lie for peace. Yes.
I know what you're talking about.
My middle name's Chaos, man. I don't care.
Yeah, I'm not with chaos. I like a peace. This is not. I'm not Liverpool's attack. I'm not Darwin Nunes. I'm not here for chaos.
I want honesty, man. I want honesty.
No. I
want honesty, man. It's 2023.
Honesty will have your ass on the couch. You know what I'm saying? With no titties in your face. I'm not with that. You know
I'm not stupid. I'm not stupid. I'm not gonna walk up to her and be like, "Listen, you know, your friends." But if you ask me a stupid question, I will give you an answer.
Of course, I get Prime. I know you're smart enough. I know you're not gonna walk up to her. But what I'm saying is, these questions. I'm not making this up. Guaranteed. If you ask any of your dons, ask any male brethren you have. Guaranteed, he's probably been asked this question. Whether it's someone they
this is a real question. I know this is a real question, and my first response will be, why are you asking me a stupid question?
And that right there, even though you're Prime, even though you're logical in what you're saying, you see what you're doing there? Creating chaos. I'm closing that door. Like, I'm not even opening that door.
Some of the best football players on the planet.
I'm not with that. I'm a defensive midfielder. I just keep the ball ticking.
I'm a Chelsea fan. I thrive in chaos.
Yo, Prime, you know what you did there? That's the shadow pressing right there. That's the shadow pressing. You didn't see it coming until the storm. Just the calm before the storm right there. What you say?
No. I thrive in chaos. This is Chelsea second leg at the new camp, one man down, man. I thrive in chaos.
That's what I say.
Let me just get to these super chats as well. Big up to Jason as well. Says this has just went full Love Island. Big up to you for the super chat, Jason. He said 9K to Jeremy K. Hey, that's fire still. I can't lie. And just quickly, to man asked me this question. Javari says, Flawless, would you genuinely tell a girl you look better without makeup natural? If I thought she did,
I would say that too.
If I thought she naturally looked better without makeup and she asked me, because it's kind of like, but it doesn't mean she looks bad either way. See, that's that question there.
A lot of girls look better without makeup, but a lot of girls look better with makeup.
The natural look is always A1.
But this is the thing because I've seen girls get mad at that for saying that. I think you look better, but you look good without makeup too. And I'm like, wait, what are you getting mad for? Like, I'm just saying, naturally look good, and then what are you talking about? So you telling me? See, this is what I'm saying. I'm a lone wolf, man. Like. I love lone wolf. I don't need that trouble.
Jesse, you're in a relationship.
I used to be in one.
What happened?
You found fame on Sarcasm City TV. I said, fuck that. Where the holes at? That's what you said.
Yeah, you know what happened? Just told her that her friend is better looking.
No, I didn't do that.
I know that's what I'm saying. He probably said, "Oh, your mum's better looking."
No. See,
that's how it ended.
See.
Wait, so we're not. So wait, hold on. So we're not allowed to say her mum's better looking either. So what can we do?
No,
not your mum. Her mum.
Her mum. You don't tell your other half that her mum is better looking than her.
So I can't do anything. I can't do anything.
Not your mum.
Now you're learning what it is to be a man in a relationship. Prime, welcome. You know what I'm saying? Now you are getting.
I shouldn't say that.
You know what I'm saying. Your horizons being broadened.
I just won't say it anymore.
Can I just say it does depend on the girl. Because to be honest, if someone said to me, "Oh, your mum's better," like I don't really care. Do you know what I mean? Whereas some people they would take offense to that.
Yeah, you gotta know who you're with as well.
Yeah,
I mean,
that's why.
But then it depends as well because like I'm not in competition with my mum, whereas some people, it's more like some mums are them sort of people who would be like. I don't know, like they might.
I know what you're talking about.
You don't know who it is. You just gotta tread carefully. I treat that shit like a grenade, Prime. You know what I'm saying? Handle with care. That's what it is, man. No sudden movement.
You talking about the Bruno?
All this is like playing in the press.
Facts. I'm saying I get the ball and play it, man. I'm a DM. I just keep it ticking. You know what I'm saying? None of this extravagant stuff.
Just let me know when this relationship show is so I can watch it.
That show probably never gonna happen. But if it does happen,
that being said, we are switching back to sport. People, final few questions. Let's run up the likes. We're at 71 likes. This is sarcasm. If you think this is just like, oh, this is not normal. This is just sarcasm.
To be fair, it's not even me this time. It's not even my fault.
Yeah, that was a good conversation.
I actually wanted to know. I took some advice from him.
A good big up to Chris Clark for the super chat, much appreciated. Says glad you got the draw flawless. I know the man them were coming for you. Respect from the 6. Hey, big up to you, man, watching all the way from the 6, and big up for the super chat, much appreciated. We really are worldwide out here. You lot get your final few questions in, members. If you're a member of the channel, of course I'll get to your question. I will star it and get to it. If you super chat, I'll get to it as well. Andy says, is Rasmus showing you anything to think he will score a reasonable amount? No, he's limited. I think he has talent. I think he has a certain skill set. I think he's not even in a terrible predicament, is not utilizing that skill set. How you 6 foot plus can run 100 meters in 10 seconds and can't be more effective on a football pitch, can't be more of a problem. The biggest criticism I will give Højlund, and I'm saying this now even though I've spoken about him before, is he's too easy to play against. And I was very critical of Lukaku with that. With the physical attributes you have, how are you easy to play against? You're 6 foot plus. I think he's 6'2", 6'3", strong, quick. How are you easy to play against? Even if you're not having the best game. How are defenders coming off the pitch and their shorts are not even dirty? Them man are comfortable.
Do you know the problem with Lukaku was he's a big guy that plays as if he's like 5'8".
Yeah, you don't know. He don't utilize his attributes.
Is Højlund the same thing, or does he try to utilize that? And he's just
he don't. He tries to do it more than Lukaku, but it's not enough. He don't run the channels enough. Run the channels. If you run the channels and it gets clipped into the channels, that's a problem for the fullback or the centre back going out there or the defensive midfielder. And to Beautiful Smiles, who says, is Rasmus limited or a lack of service? Both. That's why I'm not super critical of him, because he is in the worst possible predicament with some of the worst players around him. Yes, he has the best chance creator in Europe in the past 5 years, even though he's had the least passes from him to him in the longest. However, he has Anthony, he has Rashford, he has Garnacho. Our fullbacks don't create. It's just a lack of creativity overall. So that's why I'm not super critical, but he still needs to be doing more, like holding the ball up. What? In what sense?
He has the what?
He has what?
He said he has the best chance creator in Europe.
Yeah, he has the best. Yeah, he does. We have the best chance creator in Europe in the past 5 years in our team.
Who?
Top class Bruno. What do you mean?
Oh, TMC is actually.
My stats. I'm not lying.
That's not
Look
a real
at the stats. That's a genuinely real stat. He's genuinely a real stat. He's a real stat, man. You think I'm joking out here? You think
is that for Man United or in the Prem?
No, I'm being genuinely serious. He's created the most chances in Europe in the past 5 years.
Okay.
He's an elite chance creator stats wise, even though our striker doesn't get chances. Work that one out, Prime. I'm not the brightest bulb in the book. You can figure that one out.
What chances?
I still have.
I told Ryan already.
Say that again.
What chances are they looking at? Because this is like when they said Mount is the best creator in the league, and he was taking.
Hey, I can only tell you the stats, Prime. You know what I'm saying? I'm told he tops the stat list for the past 5 years of trans created in Europe. So I'm just going off stats. So all I'm saying is our striker shouldn't be starving, but he is. But it's everybody else's fault because Bruno is the top trans creator in Europe in the past 5 years, and we're lucky to have him at Manchester United. That's all I'm gonna say about that.
You're very lucky.
Hey! No one asked you.
I can't lie.
No one asked you.
You know what? My striker is a fraudulent behavior. You know. I can't lie. Sorry, Jez. My striker is a fraudulent behavior. How has he got 7 GA? Actually, 9 GA better than Højlund though. Still don't get that big time.
You don't have the best answer for yourself all time, but Jan, I do actually want to ask Jan. Do you think United are fortunate there, Bruno?
I can't stand Bruno, but to be fair, yeah, I don't know. He's one of them players, isn't it? Like he's.
Are you being sarcastic?
Absolutely not. Me sarcastic on Sarcasm City TV.
He doesn't like Bruno.
Never.
That's a stupid question.
Hey, Prime, you ask me that again, I might have to kick you off. That's too far. You know what I'm saying? You can call me all the names under the sun, but calling me sarcastic on here about Bruno Fernandes, who is top of the assist chart, not top of the assist, has created the most chances in Europe in the past 5 years is ridiculous. Elite chance creator, man. Lucky to have him.
Chances in Europe, whatever you say, nigga.
Yeah, that's what they said. That's what I'm saying. You can't arguing with the numbers. I'm not making that up. Check it, Prime. If you Google it now, guarantee Bruno Fernandes is top of the list. Most chance created in Europe in the past 5 years.
Because to be fair, it would probably.
So we're lucky to have him, man. You know what I'm saying? See, Danny gets it in the chat. Flawless loves Bruno still. Hey, my elite chance creator in Europe, man. Even though our striker starving.
Big up
Staffy.
All United need is one of the best goal scorers in Europe to make it work.
That's all we need, man. You know what I'm saying? That is legit all we need. Hey, facts. And we had that. You know what I'm saying? And you know what? By miracle, we had our worst ever season. Work that one out.
Because you had your worst ever manager.
We finished seventh. Hey, well, he got sacked, and Ragnick came in.
Yeah, and Ragnick's also not a good manager either.
Yeah, so we had Ronaldo the season before, and we finished. Where did we finish top 4? I can't remember. Was Ronaldo here a season? I can't even remember.
You finished one season top 4. You did one season. Yeah, the Champions League.
Hey, LP, the Bruno slander is over the top. Like I said, for someone who was the elite chance creator in the past 5 years, who tops this assist chart. Big up to Surfer in the cut as well. What are you telling me, Surfer? You good?
Yeah, I'm all good, man. This weekend I've had a lot of naps. My game, your game, and it's general.
I messaged man for clubs. And man was like, yo, I took a nap.
Honestly, I fell asleep.
That's cool. I understand. I get it.
No, I was that. But I don't really think, can I just say, I'm not being harsh. I don't even think that was a great Man United defensive display, by the way. I just think it was a poor Liverpool. I think more should be said about Liverpool because that was.
Surfer, before you carry on, you're saying that they missed an elite chance creator when maybe the top chance creator in Europe. Would he have made a difference?
Definitely made a difference. I think if Bruno was in there might have been.
They win that 3-4-0, man, comfortably.
Yeah. To be honest.
Today, yeah. I mean, I can definitely see missing that Manchester United suffered today without him.
Yeah, I think so too. But, suffered a lot.
I think Liverpool were very poor today. The slander name now is Szoboszlai, not Szoboszlai, so it's Szoboszlai. He needs to be taught the Hungarian Gerrard. By the way, I hope I don't know if you've done the Back Again podcast. I hope you brought up that Sam called him Hungarian Gerrard.
Oh no, we're doing it tomorrow, and I think it's going to be live.
Make sure to bring that up.
But I'll bring it up. Yeah.
Because he needs to be talked about more. Mo Salah, selfish again today. You know what I mean? Look at and Darwin Núñez. I mean, he makes Nico Jackson a competent Darwin Núñez. I mean,
I'm sorry, Nick Jackson. Ooh,
yeah, I'm sorry, Darwin Núñez. I don't know how to start saying right now, but yeah, I just
Black Núñez.
Whoa, some audio issues. I just think.
Let me mute.
No, I think all this hype. I think we all got suckered in. If we actually pause, I think we all ignored actual Liverpool's form because the results have been good, but Liverpool's form has not been that good in terms of how they play. And I think we all just
carry on from back and what's it.
That's exactly what I was saying before.
Yeah, because Man United. No, they haven't been good because Man United have been so crap. We all automatically thought that Liverpool are going to steamroll them. But if you actually look at them, they're just scraping by Liverpool. They're just getting by Sheffield United, just getting by Crystal Palace. They're just not turning up. And like they say, I don't know. The most creative player is Trent, which is always the same. But when he can't connect or do anything, then they're struggling to create whatever. I mean, their best chances came from corners today. That's what it was. And Darwin Núñez is trash. All right, absolute trash. All right, he does not suit that team whatsoever. They miss Jota so much. This Liverpool team is unbelievable. He's their best.
Are you talking about the Fufu Werner?
No, I'm talking about the Fufu Nico Jackson. That's what I'm talking about. That's Darwin Núñez.
Oh yeah. That obviously makes more sense.
Darwin Núñez. I just heard that today. No way.
Darwin Núñez and Luis Diaz were a disgrace today. They are absolute crap. Yeah. And that's what I think. I think Liverpool need to buy a striker or another forward in January. They need to buy 3 positions: another centre back because Matip is out, another midfielder because Endo's crap, and he's crap.
I thought you said Endo would say Hendo. That's why. Like,
Endo, go away. He's just rubbish. You know what I mean? And then they need another option. I can't believe I'm saying this because their options, they should be banging in goals, but they're just not good enough. They miss Jota so much, and Diaz and Núñez, they're just not it, man. Núñez is just honestly. I mean, he's probably worse than Andy Carroll. Do you know what I mean?
Liverpool fan actually tweeted that today.
Unbelievable.
Liverpool fans getting overconfident today. That's why they drew the game.
When are they not?
They're too cocky, man.
He isn't. Big up to Jason for this super chat. Final few questions. He says, Jan, when do you become a bigger club than Arsenal? Or you might actually think you're a bigger club than Arsenal. But where do you stand?
They're already bigger in my opinion.
You're mute, Jan.
Sorry, I was gonna say I don't really care about how big City are or not. To be honest, like it depends. Some people base the bigger club off what they've won. Other people, they base it off how many fans they have. Like, to me, I don't really care. Like, City, what we're doing at the moment is we're trying to build our club up because we've always had. People can say, "Oh, you have no history," all this bullshit, but we've always had history. It's just not been as colourful as some other teams. Do you know what I mean? And we're just trying to build ourselves up. I think right now in the league, we're still 4 behind Arsenal. So unless we go on the next 10 years and win another 7, we're still going to be behind them in that. Champions League, obviously, we have one now. So that's put us up in the ranks because we didn't have one before. But yeah, our fan base is growing. I mean, it's a good thing in some ways. Not so good in another way.
Yeah, you're being polite and too modest here. I'm sorry.
Don't play the soft card, Jan. Don't play the soft card.
As soon as you picked up those big ears in May, that's it. Arsenal can't chat to you, okay? They can't sit in the same restaurant.
They're not the
can't sit in the same
Jan, I would rather you win the Champions League again, Jan.
Hey, Timo, relax.
No. Have you looked at our coefficient ranking first?
Yeah, I couldn't give 28 shits about coefficient rankings. I'm a United side. I'm the United fan.
You're the one
going to give us 5 spots and
we are. Hey, Timo, we're not doing shit in Europe anyway. Why do I care about coefficients like we finishing in the top 5? What the fuck?
Hey, can I ask a question? On a side note, was Timo here before or after Jan on the stream?
He was here before, but as soon as I popped up in the chat, he turned his camera on. The guy turned his camera on expeditiously. Popped up, big face in the camera and that. You know what I'm saying? Straight away.
If you don't care about coefficient ranking, I don't know, man.
I don't care. Hey, let me just clarify.
We need to have 5 places next year anyway.
Let me just clarify. I couldn't care less about coefficient rankings because Manchester United are not finishing in the top 5 anyway. So why do I care? The less.
Why are you surprised? He's simping. Why are you surprised?
No, see, the thing is here, part of me actually thinks he wants
stuff. Doesn't make any sense on this
conversation. Part of him actually wants it, but I'll be honest. I think I find 5 places for the Champions League is stupid to begin with.
Facts.
If you got top 4, I'm sorry. If it should, obviously, I have different opinions. I don't even think it should be top 4, but that's another thing. Maybe top 2 actually, but it would take a lot of money from the UEFA away. but top 5, that's just so dumb as hell.
By the way, the Club World Cup is the summer tournament in summer 2025. That's
yeah, I know.
Let's go to US. Come on, man. Let's go to US. Let's go.
Are you going?
Hey, man. If I find a way, don't trust me, man. There is a way, man. There is a way.
Surfer. He can't get in the country. The US has a lot of like regulations and checks and stuff to get in.
Who can't get in?
Timo.
Timo, he's got a clean record. He might be crazy, but he's got a clean record.
I've got a clean record. I never been.
Yeah, that being said, everyone because I see this in the chat, and like obviously it's still like years away, but there is the plan for the World Cup in America. We will be out there, people. Sarcasm City TV link up, and that's open to everyone who's a fan of the channel. I will be out there. I think the vast majority of the panelists will be out there as well. Obviously all of the American dons who are on the panel, so the likes of Peter, Eddie, etc., will be out there. Alam, Sheik, Eli, the list goes on. So, and you know what?
It's a taser, so don't approach me.
It's 3 years. It's the crazy part is it's 3 years away, and I know the panelists is gonna get even. The panelists will even get. The list will get even longer. I was trying to not pause because there's a hell of pause we were about to say. So yeah, we'll be on the West Coast, so we'll be out there for that. So we'll do a link up.
What cities are in the West Coast?
Oh my god!
Oh my
Los
god,
Angeles.
man!
A lot of
West Coast is all like San Fran.
No, I just want to know what good cities are there. So I know.
Okay, we're going to California. How about that? That's the state. Yeah?
And that being said, big up to my guy Lams to smash that like button. People run up the subs too. Yes, it is rolled to 10K. Subscribe to both Alam's channels. The links are both underneath in the description. Everyone else, yeah, we hit 9K just before you joined. Yeah. We hit 9K just before you joined. Hey, I'm hosting Sarcasm City HQ out my apartment in 3 years. See, we got Steve out there. The list goes on. TJ, Jacob, all that link up gonna be legendary. Trust me. You know what I'm saying? All them characters.
I think we need to do a documentary and the tagline is "Who survives?" Question mark.
Who survives?
You see, I know some dumbass is gonna miss a fucking train or.
Yeah, they're playing. They're going to end up in the East Coast or something like that.
You say I got to go out there though. I got fam on the East Coast, so I will be heading to the East Coast. I need to check.
They'll be saying is, we'll get the call. Where are you guys? I'm in New York, dude. We're in Los Angeles, right?
Timo. The Hangover, the Sarcasm City edition. Let's go.
Timo is the Alan guy from Hangover, man. He's the Alan guy from
And to Jason, yes, there will be a FIFA. There will be a pro club stream going on straight after this. We're gonna raid. We're gonna leave here and raid. It might be B team, might be the first team. Depends how many we get. H, if you're still in the chat, let me know because you're in as well. If you are still active,
I need some more goals anyway. It's all good.
I'm saying, and yeah, Steve, look, Steve, look at this. This guy, man, said bongs and Malibu shots pre-game for the Club World Cup. Do your thing. You know what I'm saying? Do your thing, Steve. It's legal over there.
That's it,
I told you this already. I'm a faithful black man. I don't do that stuff.
Yeah, but you put your faith to the side for certain things. That being said, Chelsea fans, are you confident against Newcastle? We'll go to you, Timo. You can make yourself useful. Confident against Newcastle?
I can't lie. I'm going to be cautious tomorrow since they're going to play a C team. And we know what they like. Their C team against the B team of United. So, yeah, it should be a tight game. I'm expecting like a 2-0 win Chelsea. Going to semi-final, but yeah, it should be all right.
Okay.
And good debut, man. Good debut.
I don't know if they're going to play a C team because they're out of Europe now. Okay, there's an actual pathway to the final if you get Middlesbrough, Port Vale, right? Something like that. You could actually get to the final. So I don't think they're going to play their C team as well, and it's going to be.
I think they're going to go for this.
I think they're going to go for it.
If you think about it, they're in a situation where, like you say, they're not going to win the league. No. They're out of Europe, so they're not even in Europa League. So it's not even like they can go for that. I think they'll go for the cup because even if they're looking at Man City's model, like when we got taken over, the first thing we won was the FA Cup, and then it built from there. And Chelsea, So I think they're going to see it as if we can get one cup under our belt, the team then know what it's like to win. And then it makes it easier. So I think they will. If I was Newcastle, I'd go for it. That's what I'd go for. And I think Chelsea will go for it too. because Chelsea are looking like there's not that much to play for themselves. So yeah.
No, but the only thing about Newcastle, and Fabian Schär picked up what's looking like a nasty injury at the weekend. Joel picked up an injury.
Oh yeah.
And Isak's a doubt as well. But then again, they had injuries when we went up there to St James's Park and they spanked us 4-1. So listen.
Chelsea are good in cups though normally.
Yeah, that's but everyone's going always at Stamford Bridge. This is not a shot at you, Flores, by the way, but that's like saying going to Old Trafford. It's not the same thing anymore. Going to Stamford Bridge. Okay?
Hey, first, you know, it's also like also like going away to Anfield. I hear you. You know what I'm saying? I get that. Yeah. I get
that. If you think that's clean sheet.
Hang on. I just want to say.
Oh, they'll be back to prime Barcelona.
This whole Anfield atmosphere thing. Now, and plus they had 7,500 more fans. It's such bullshit. Anfield is no different than any other ground in the country. Yeah, they get up for certain games. Unfortunately, they didn't get up today. I don't know why. They usually do. But for certain games, they get up for like any other support. Don't let them,
because they seen the beast on Nana in goal with big
can Johnny in front of them. But this is why people that don't go to football come out with this stuff. Every stadium around the country, the away fans are louder because the away fans are up for it. The home fans, they're just chilling. It's the same everywhere you go. Like, I love away games because you stand for 90 minutes, you lose your voice, you're shouting all day, and then at home it's not the same. Like, you can go in the South Stand at Man City, the Kop at Liverpool, the Stretford End at United, and it's louder than the other stands. However, 90% of the time, it's not going to be as hype as the away end, and that's just the way it is. And people that don't go to football will sit here and say, oh, this stadium's better than that stadium because blah, blah, blah. You know, I'm hearing things like, I was hearing a few years ago, Liverpool fans are the loudest in the league. No, they're not. Palace, I think, are the loudest in the league. You can hear Palace from 20 minutes down the road. Like,
that's an atmosphere. Yeah. Palace is
it's crazy.
Yeah,
they're
especially when it's London, especially if it's a London game against whatever they play.
Or if they play like a Brighton or something.
All London teams, to be honest.
Palace, they are loud.
No, that was just the atmosphere today matched the game. That's what it was. You know what I mean? It was just
But you know what? And what people don't realize as well is games where City fans are nervous and naturally quieter because you're nervous. Like, if it's a game where you're winning or you know you're going to win, it's easier to be like more lively and stuff. Like, you can feel the nerves in certain games. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's the same as any other game. If it's a big game, it's lively, it's noisy, it's whatever. If it's a game where you're expecting to win and you're not winning, it's a bit nervy because you're thinking we should be winning this game. And then if you start winning, if you go 5-0 up, obviously the crowd are all up for it because you know you've won. So yeah, it's the same everywhere.
I think it was this. Liverpool fans, majority of them, were so arrogant coming in, rightly so, probably coming in thinking they were going to spank Man United, that the Liverpool team didn't actually show it like that it reflected the fans didn't know what to do because they were hardly carving out any chances. And most saves came from corners, or his kicking today was awful. By the way, I don't know what happened to his kicking today. That's supposed to be the best part of his game. But they just it just reflected on it. But like I said, just normally their atmosphere is no different than any other ground in the country. It's just no.
Yeah, they're not. Yeah, it's always like that. I think the thing is as well, like, I think even City, I think the players got a bit arrogant in our game because that game was won. Do you know what I mean? Like, it was, and then they effed it up. So I think sometimes even the players can be a bit complacent because it's like, oh, we're going to win this game. And you know, I think at Liverpool, because they've been getting late winners and late draws and stuff, I think they're actually thinking they're doing better than they are because the points are giving them more credit than what they probably deserve. Like the Luton game, really and truly, if Luton weren't the sort of team they are, because they seem to go 1-0 up in every game and then lose. That's just the way Luton are. But I think in that Liverpool game, like, maybe if Luis Diaz didn't have everything that's going on with him, maybe he doesn't even score that goal. And it does end 1-0 to Luton. There's been a few games where they've been, you know, scored last-minute winners and gone on and won it. The game against City, there's no way that should have even been 1-0. Like, even Haaland alone should have had a hat-trick in that game. So
even the game against Palace.
They're getting points that they're getting points that they probably shouldn't be getting, and maybe that's the players are kind of thinking, well, we'll go and beat United because United aren't great, but you have to actually go out and win the game. So, yeah, I think a lot of the big teams are struggling with the same thing, to be honest.
Oh, I
think they just think the game's won before they've even kicked the ball.
I think not even just the big teams. I feel like other teams as well. They do it. Like West Ham, at times they've been a bit arrogant. Like they beat us and then want to go and lose 5-0 to Fulham.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
And then obviously they just picked up the win just against Wolves now. So it's
Can Chelsea use that excuse for how poor we've been the last 18 months?
I mean, you can use it sometimes. I think.
Yeah,
I'm making it up.
Aston Villa.
I'm being honest. I've been honest. What? So you don't think sometimes Chelsea's been arrogant in terms of who
I hate this guy. I hate Chelsea, man. I hate.
What?
That is facts, but he has a point. You know what I'm saying? We all hate Jez, but he has a point.
I just hate Jez generally.
Yeah. Facts. That's something we all in agreement with.
Just because I'm the only faithful black man on this channel, that's all.
Hey, don't be putting out.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? See, I don't.
Whoa.
Hey, Timo, that's what I always thought about you when I seen you, faithful black man.
Hold on. With a faithful black man, throw other black men under the bus.
Put your camera on.
Hey, that's what I'm saying. Yeah. That's exactly what I thought of you, Timo. When I seen you, I was like, faithful black man, 100%, without doubt.
Not me, no.
Brian, you know what I say?
Yeah, definitely not you. I thought you're unfaithful black man, surfer. That's what I thought. You know what I'm saying?
Outrageous.
Crook.
Are you calling me an unfaithful caller? Is that what you're calling me?
I told you, Sofa's part of the community, bro.
How dare you call me a T-bird? How dare you call me an unfaithful T there, Flawless?
All we need Sofa to do is on stream to have a Duracon, and then he's officially a part.
Jez, I'm the Cole Palmer of this panel, Jez. I'm the Cole Palmer.
From surfer to white yardie.
Oh, you better Egypt on my life. And to help you, that's interactive stream on YouTube. Yeah, man, we always go. We'll hear talk football and seriousness and tactics and all that stuff, but we go run jokes.
Look at our podcast last night. We really talked about tactics.
Yesterday. Tactics. We just ran jokes.
Pure tactical.
We just ran jokes, man.
We'll go from tactics to saying why apparently it's wrong to tell a woman that her mother looks better.
Yeah,
it's weird.
The next woman that you get with, tell her that her
yeah, please do.
Flawless. You're thinking that I haven't. Hey,
and what happened? What was the response?
He's single.
Maybe I didn't use the right wording. No, I'm joking. I've never said that. I'm not stupid.
I know you ain't said that because you're a very smart man.
No,
that's
I'd
why.
say it. Flawless. Your mom's better looking than you, love.
She's not, but it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? She's just not. I'll tell her that. She's not.
All I'm saying is promote self-love. That's all I'm saying.
Of course. You know what I'm saying? I am beautiful. The fuck? You know what I'm saying? But anyways, love to everyone that's locked in. Big up to you lot because we have gone over 9K. Let's get up to 100 likes. We are going to be redirecting straight to Pro Club. So make sure you subscribe to Sarcasm City TV Gaming. Make sure you subscribe to the YouTube channel as well. I'm not sure if I'm doing FIFA tomorrow. In regards to the Twitch, we will be doing the Chelsea Newcastle game. That's on the Twitch. Make sure you go check that Twitch schedule, people. Twitch Sarcasm City TV. There's content on there. We will be probably doing some NBA, but I've already updated it anyway. Same way I've updated the upcoming live schedule here till next week as well. But we are going to be going live, like I said, on the gaming channel. Make sure you subscribe to big up to everyone who rated. You know what I'm saying? Staffy TV, Casually FC. Also, who else rated as well? Someone rated earlier. Yeah, United Spurs of America. Yes. So big up to everyone who's rated. Big up to everyone for all the super chats as well. Chris Clark, Jason McNeil. Oh yeah, because I left, and earlier on Zane super chatted, and also who else? It's not popped up on the column, but big up to you.
Didn't
Eli, that was it. Yeah. I think Eli did. Big up to my guy Eli as well. Look at Grim talking about 65 million down the drain. Kai Havertz scores again. You drank the Kool-Aid, yeah? All right, Grim. Love to see it. You know what I'm saying? These Arsenal fans drinking the Kool-Aid on Kai Havertz.
You know what's mad about that chant? That chant is not even on beat. So
you're right, Prime. What happened there?
It's right. What I'm saying.
Nah, he just saw some press in Bologna. That's what you saw.
Crazy.
I saw some what? Saw some what?
That's all I'm gonna say.
I'll tell her after because I don't think the stream that want to hear.
All right, cool. Anyway, we're about to go. Oh yeah, don't forget though as well, people. This show and all the other shows on the channel are available on audio-only platforms. Don't listen to us while lifting weights though, because you will laugh and end up dropping the weight on yourself. So don't do that, people. Yeah, if you're bench pressing, don't do that. You know what I'm saying? Like, because we will make you laugh.
Just do cardio.
Whether you're listening, do what Mason Mount. But whether you're cooking, whether you're cleaning, whether you're driving, whether you're at work, whatever the case may be. Spotify, hit us with the follow, Sarcasm City TV, and 5-star us. iTunes, Apple Podcasts, all you iPhone users. 5-star us and leave us a review. Same with SoundCloud as well. I've legit just gone live now on the gaming channel, so we're gonna redirect over there. Surfer will be on there. Grim, who's in the chat, a few others. H, if you're about, give me a shout. Also, but large up to you each and every time. Let me see if this has actually popped up. Has it? What do you mean? So up in the comments? Fuck. You know what I'm saying?
What do you say, Jess?
Slow.
Look at the private chat.
What you man saying? You man saying some wild stuff.
I saw you saw. Oh, that's funny. Ha ha.
In it, isn't it?
You might have done some joke too. Where is it? Why is it not gone? Has it gone live? Fuck.
I got a notification that it got live.
Did you get a notification? Yeah, popped up. It's popped up.
Yeah, I got a notification.
Yeah. So we're legit gonna head over there. Love to everyone that's locked in. Make sure you hit the like button on here. Make sure you subscribe. Big up again for you lot for helping us reach over 9K. Now get us over 400 subscribers on the gaming channel. But this has been the Sarcasm City Sports Q&A live on the Sarcasm City TV YouTube. Big up for tuning in.